Hey, I'm Katy Spaas, and I'm a world-renowned author and speaker on high sensitivity and a retired coach to professional artists and performers. Spotlight Stress is your guide to build confidence, find your superpower, and claim your shine. Welcome. I've got an amazing, gifted lyrical genius by my side today. And the cool part of being a lyrical genius is that when you have someone special in your life and you have to miss them at a certain point, you can dedicate an entire album to them. In this case, called Mother. Welcome, Killah Priest. Priest, what's up? How are you?
Thank you. I'm good. I'm good. Everything is going great for real.
That's nice. So we were just having a little chat, and you were
Yes.
sharing how you like to get inspired by being in nature. So do you have like a special routine or thing that you do to feel like really get into flow and shift your vibration to really get that writing attitude on?
Yes, I like to I started drinking a lot of tea and walking in nature and I like to see animals and things of that nature because I think it inspires me since I was young. I also did an album called Mr. Universe that's out now and it's about the whole entire universe, you know what I mean? And I think nature's a part of that universe because it starts with the plant, just getting into that, the mycelium.
Yeah, that's really interesting because that's also the way I like to look at the world. I like to see it as everything is energy, everything is frequency. We are frequency. So, the way you feel, the way you live your life, the things you want to attract, you can all shift that or attract that with your own vibration, with your own frequency. And that's so interesting. And so how do you feel like you use or connect with that vibration in order to get lyrical, in order to get in flow?
Yeah, nature itself influence you. It's beautiful, and I like to write about beautiful things. Whatever's in my mind, whatever nature projects, I like to do it. If it's stormy, then I can start off with stormy weather. If it's sunny, then I'll start out some spring, or I might do the opposite. It might be stormy, and I can talk about something that's peaceful, sunny. You know, so it challenges me. It's like a master in kung fu. The masters always go to uh to the wilderness to study their techniques. So I do the same thing, and with my craft, I just take it a little bit more serious. And so I head out to the wilderness to do so.
That's beautiful. And do you feel like it's some sort of divine energy flowing through you to inspire you, or how do you feel like that works?
I think yeah. So yeah, it's great to channel. I call it channeling and being tuned in. So I just let myself be free, and I think nature is the best part of freedom when you can write, books and stuff like that.
Yeah, I agree
Um,
100%. Yeah. And I think that's the cool part of being in tune with your surrounding, because even when you feel like you've got zero inspiration, when you're tuned in with the flow and the energy and the right vibration, there's always, I mean, I've noticed there's always something from the divine connection that you can tap into or something, and then it just starts flowing. Do you ever
right.
experience like writer's block, or like if you have to do a freestyle and the words are not coming? Do you have like a technique to keep that moving?
Yes, fortunately, I have never experienced writer's block. I just get out and I just keep moving. I think those are distractions, and I just stay clear of distractions. But I do take my time. If it's not there, it's not there. I don't think it's not anything that's blocking me. I just try not to force.
Yeah, I love that. The first, like in Star Wars, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. I actually I think that must be some sort of reality. Matrix, Star Wars. Sometimes it feels like this is what it's, what we're supposed to see and feel, but just most of us have no idea that that is the way it works. And it's so easy and so amazing when you, yeah, get in sync with that. So you've been in the spotlight big time. I mean, I remember when I was younger and when Gravel Pit came out and Wu-Tang Clan was, a big deal, and you guys were all, all over the world famous. And
Right.
so what did that do for you? Did you feel like any changes when you came from, working your way to get there, and then once of a sudden, boom, it all came true and you were at that point?
Yes, it happened. It just happened. When the time happens, it just happened. I love coming to Europe and going all around the world and traveling. So I kind of enjoyed moving around and doing tours and things of that nature. So I just kept adding on to whatever I was doing. It's just been a truly it's a blessing.
Yeah, that's amazing. And did you ever experience hard times doing this or being in the spotlight?
Yeah, I just lost my mother recently, and I lost a lot. That was the hardest that I think anybody could ever go through. So I lost her. I lost plenty people being on the road, and when music come out, and that's the hardest one for me.
Yeah, I can imagine. Is there space for you to grieve and to really take your time to,
I,
to recover from that loss, or do you have to keep going?
well, yeah, for music, we have to make our space because there's always time, and due to good-hearted people, promoters, and things of that nature, they give me that time to have a breather. Um,
That's beautiful. You don't hear that very often, so I'm really glad that, you're in a situation where you can and do take.
yeah, it was like, yo, it's your mom's, man. It's your mother. I was like, yo, they had to tell me twice. I canceled the show. I had a show that actual day. I was on my way out when I found the message. I mean, when I had got the news, and it was just like crazy. Uh,
Yeah, for sure. I mean, a mother is the closest thing to you in the world, so, or your child, that's probably the same
yeah,
line. So,
umbilical thing.
yeah.
Mm.
Um, I am happy to hear though, because when you were sharing earlier, when you just, got to that point of huge success, what I often see when I speak to artists is that after that big first shot of success and the taste, the pressure is really on. And a lot of people go downhill because they put so much pressure on themselves that they absolutely crash. And what I've learned from studying you a little bit is that when, I've noticed that when you have setbacks, you're like a maniac. You're like, pow, pow, we have to shift this, turn it around, move forward again. And I think that's brilliant. But I think that also has to do with the fact, why you did not fall after that first success. What I just heard you say, and I would love to hear from you what you feel about that, is that once you got to that point, you kept doing what you love and adding on things that you really like to do and enjoy and are passionate about. You just kept bringing that into the mix. While what I see most performers or artists do is put so much pressure on themselves and be the person that they think that is in demand and that they should be, and losing the love for what they're doing, and completely losing themselves. So it feels like you were on a different path when you were, sky high. You just kept on moving, and when you fell, you were like, okay, we have to keep moving towards what I'm passionate about and what brings me joy, and that was your way up again, even if, life got in the way. How did you experience that?
Yeah, the type of person I am, yeah, I think I work better under pressure, and I never run from my problems. I become more vulnerable and more open, and I think I'm that type of person. Like, I just get to work because I don't like to feel down. I don't like to be in the corner of the loser. I just like to keep traveling. And so it feels like, oh man, something tip I guess it's like if something tempt me and threaten my being of, my passion, I'll just go at it harder.
Love that. Love that. So if I can pick your brain, because that is what I love to do. For me, I'm a highly sensitive person. I also have the highly gifted part, and very often when I see people who are lyrical like you, there's also that highly gifted part in the brain. So we are very fast thinkers and deep thinkers. So how do you experience that? Do you feel like you're thinking all the time, or is that something you can like really put on the side when you're not?
I gotta. It's like it just comes at the time. At the time when I'm building, I might have a thought. I might have a just thinking. It comes. It's just there, and so I kind of act on it. I learned to record it and write it down real quick, or just have a pad on me or mental block. But they come back.
Yeah. But it's not like you experience like, oh, I'm in bed at night and I feel like my mind isn't stopping. Like you don't have
Oh
that.
yeah. That's yeah. What I do sometimes I'll sleep with a pen because my mind is real clear and it just comes in and I can write in my sleep. I don't know a lot of people that do that, but I'll write the words because your thoughts be clear as unblocked.
Yeah, if you don't write them down, then in the morning you always think I will remember, but you don't. I've had that for
It'd
a
be
long thing.
clear, yo. It'd
Yeah.
be clear.
Oh, that's a good pattern to have in place. Love that. Love that.
Yep.
So what is your happy place, Priest? What's the thing that brings you most joy in the world?
Being with my family, being with my children, and trips, so, sightseeing.
Sightseeing.
Uh,
Do you have like a preference in Europe? Because I'm based in Belgium. You don't have to say Belgium, but do you have like
yeah, have
your
fun have fun in Belgium. I like I went to the British Museum finally. It was a very good experience. Sad and good at the same time because they have the artifacts of everybody around the world. Yep.
yeah. Okay, that's cool. So your biggest fall in life, your biggest feeling like, fuck, I don't know how to get out of this. Can
That
you
would be my that would
that
be my mom.
yeah.
Yeah, that would be my mother. And it was like I thought that before that was like the industry, nothing compares,
No, I can
nothing.
imagine.
And it's just she's still here with me, and I know that, and she inspires me to continue to go on because she would want me to go on. Like
Yeah. And you feel her presence, her energy?
definitely, yeah, definitely. Every time I can hear her voice and put it
Yeah.
in my pen.
Oh, that's amazing. So we all have these different types of receiving information. Some people see, are very good visual. Some people hear, some people just know, some people feel. So would you say like you hear it or you know it in your mind?
I know it.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah,
yeah.
and the same thing, right? So I hear it also, I feel it. In all aspects, there's a feeling of energy because energy never dies.
No, for sure. For sure. I 100% believe that we are all spirit and the body is just our vessel here in
Right.
this time. Yeah. Oh, that's amazing. So, if you could go back in time, Priest, and
Mm-hmm.
in your career, do one thing different, what would that be?
None of it.
I love that.
Yeah, none of it. Yeah,
All right.
yeah, none of it.
Is there a word of advice that you would give your fellow performers or artists, like to get to that level of success?
Don't compromise what you do. Make sure that your business is straight and stick to who you are. No, what got you to your point, stick to that with the others.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that. Don't compromise. That's the big thing that I take away from your energy. Don't compromise. That is what kept you going. That is what made you great. That is what kept you great.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I love that. And so when, you know, all artists, all performers have to do with an entire team managing you, your agents, your whatever, your entire team, always asking something from you, saying things that how you have to do it, how you have to show up, when you have to show up, where you have to show up. So if you feel like, you know what you're asking of me does not resonate with me, is that just like, fuck you, fuck off, I'm not doing that? Or is there another way? How do you cope with that?
I just do my thing, you know what I'm saying? Like I just say, yeah, forget that. I'm doing what I do.
Okay.
Because now you got with all the streaming and getting online, you could experience and put it out as you will. And so there's no limitations. So I was like, okay, I'll just be the artist that I always wanted to be.
Love that. What does that look like? The artist you've always wanted to be?
Um, just tons and tons of music, feelings, concepts, love, vibrating, and bringing people together through music.
What's your vision for yourself for the coming years now? What do you really want to achieve or feel or be?
A billionaire director
For
on
sure.
movies,
Why
Universal
not?
Music. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so love that. And do you have like a plan in order? You're making steps to
Yeah.
get there?
Yeah, I have a bunch of streamer cartoons that's out. I want to do anime too. I have a cartoon artist, Jay Flores, that works with me constantly, and we just putting things together. But
I saw that on your website that you have like these real cool
yeah,
cartoon covers, and I thought, oh, you must love like Marvel and all that stuff.
yeah,
Yeah, me too. I like comic books and shows. So that's
yeah.
fun. I'm really happy that we were able to have a chat.
Yes,
And
I am
I'm
happy
looking
too.
forward to staying in touch and to do more of this.
Definitely, definitely got to do that. We definitely got to do that, man. I'm glad
Yeah.
you have me.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much for spending your time with us. And let's stay in touch.
thank you. Peace. Thank y'all for having me, man. Mr. Universe is out in stores everywhere now. Thank you. One.